So on a show called The American Dream, naturally, you're going to talk a little bit about the real estate market. We often talk about equity growth and tax advantages and all the financial opportunity it creates for you. But we got to remember that it's much bigger than that. My parents still live in the house that I was raised in. Real estate is about owning a home, building memories, and building community. There's really nobody that does all of this better than Seth O'Byrne, who is #1 with Sotheby's. He's a luxury real estate specialist covering all of San Diego. Great to have you in studio. Also to honor the Seany Foundation with Scotty Coulon, who's a director of special events there. So, Scotty, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
You've brought some stuff we'll dive into here.
I got my team hat from the 5K. We go by nicknames at the Seany Foundation. So my nickname is Govna. So my team is
Nice.
Govna's Ground Pounders. My little East Coast affiliation there. We got some of our capes that our survivors actually do the run in. They do a survivor lap around Roadrunner, and they go run out on the course with the capes. And then we got our little, what we're doing for this year, our medal and our T-shirt that we're going to be giving everybody that participates in our 5K this
So,
year.
Seth, of all the things that you're involved in, and there's a laundry list of them, last year you invited me to just sit in attendance when you spoke on stage at the Seany Foundation.
Sure.
So tell us about your involvement with the program and how we can help.
Yeah, so my involvement started by, I was working with the Robbins family, and Seany is actually a nickname for Sean, which is Mitch's son, who unfortunately did pass away from cancer. And they set up the foundation originally in his honor, and that's why it's named after him. It started like anything in my life seems to start. It with a real estate transaction.
Yep.
And I helped them sell a condo here in San Diego. And in the course of that escrow, I got to know the family. I got to know the passion and the reason behind all this. And without really much question, I felt compelled to give back to the foundation. And really, it's interesting. It really has not been a decision ever since. It's been something I'm so passionate about. I've consistently always been asking, how can I get more involved? Because it's this well that just gives back to everybody who gives to it, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's a local charity that focuses on local San Diego kids, helping them live a better life. So
There's nothing in life that puts things more in perspective than the Seany Foundation and some of the stories that I was able to see at the event where I saw you speak at, which you did a terrific job, by the way.
Thank you.
So, Scotty, we got this 5K event coming up, 5K run. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, the 5K is really special to me. It's where my story started with the Seany Foundation 2 years ago.
Okay.
I went to the inaugural 5K just as a runner. I got to meet people there. I got to meet volunteers there. I got to meet some of the heads of the Seany Foundation. And I was actually asked to be a counselor at one of the camps, one of the summertime camps that we run through Seany's Camp Reach for the Sky. I did one counseling job there at the resident oncology camp, and since then I've actually done 6 camps in a row. So this 5K means a lot to me because it's where my story started, and now being the new special events director, this is actually my first solo event by myself. So I'm really, really excited about that. Yeah, we got the 5K coming up. It's at Roadrunner Sports up in Kearny Mesa. It's on Saturday, February 6th. Registration begins at 8 a.m. with the race to start at 9 a.m. after we do our survivor lap around Roadrunner. We have some great people coming up. We have Brian Malarkey, the chef extraordinary, Brian Malarkey, coming up to cook breakfast for everybody. We got Suja Juice involved, giving away free juice for everyone. Cafe Virtuoso is going to be taking care of coffee. So we have a lot of local San Diegans supporting us, and it's just absolutely great.
It's a great story. What's up with the capes?
Oh, man, the capes. Yeah, so these are for our kids, for our survivors. So each of the kids it's a survivor, actually puts these on for the race. Put these around here. And then they do their survivor lap while wearing these. And then they actually go take part in the 5K with their survivor capes on. And we have the kids out there doing it, but we also have adults who went to the camp 30 years ago, 25 years ago, and and they all still wear their capes as well. So anyone that's a survivor actually gets to wear the cape. So it's amazing.
It's awesome.
In parting here, is there anything we can do to help? A website we can go to, donations we can make if we want to get involved in the run?
So the website is the SeanyFoundation.org. That's SEANY Foundation.org. You actually go there. You can make a donation. You can start a team for the 5K. We also have our poker showdown coming up, which is a poker casino night coming up at Verona in March 12th. And then we also have our golf tournament coming up in May as well, so at Aviara. So we have some great events coming up.
Awesome. Seth, thanks for teeing this up for us.
Absolutely.
Great cause. And I want to be really clear with our audience as well. I've been invited to this Seany Foundation event before we did the auction, and it honestly changes your life. You get to see things in ways maybe you don't think about every day when you wake up, and all the craziness in your schedule. It's something you should do. It's good for you. It's a great life perspective, and it's a great foundation. So visit these guys online, see if you can give, and put on your running shoes and maybe throw on a cape, see if you can.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, guys, thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having us.